Hi Pisces, I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for January 2024. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in January and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. This recording is for Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising, and Pisces Moon. I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck in this reading. All that being said, Pisces, now on to your January 2024 Psychic Tarot reading. The first card you have in your reading today, Pisces, is the Hermit. And this is a very spiritual card. It could be your spirit guides lighting the way, showing you the path to go. This could also be you. You could be the Hermit, taking a step back, getting a lay of the land before you proceed forward, but you would still be guided by your spirit guides. This is a month where you feel like you have decisions to make. You may feel like you want to do something bigger, better, bolder, more important, or more dramatic or dynamic than what you've been doing in 2023 or in, recent months. And you may be looking how to expand and grow your psychology or your psychic ability and or your intellect. And you may really feel like, I've got to show people what I'm made of. I can't sit back and just let people assume this or that about me. You may feel like, hey, I don't want people to get the wrong idea about me or think I'm a pushover or think I don't know what I'm doing or any of that. You may feel like really keyed up about that. It could be at your job for some of you. This could also be occurring in any clubs, groups, or organizations you belong to. It could also be happening in any social circles. It could be in family, but I would say that's the least where you're going to be influenced by this Hermit energy. I feel like you're getting yourself situated. You're getting yourself organized. You may even be pondering travel. And if it's not travel, it could be some kind of big shift or move that you plan on making soon in the next 3 months, 4 months. And you may feel like you're not accustomed to having people talk down to you. Or that could be kicking up and you're like, wait a minute, where's this coming from? You don't want a subordinate or an equal to you at your job to start talking to you like they're your boss. That could happen. And if that does happen, you're going to put a stop to it. You're not going to allow it. Yeah, I feel like it's actually going to surprise you if that kicks up for you. And you may be really making a decision to start putting your foot down. And I just realized what card you have next, which makes a lot of sense. But they're already talking about you putting your foot down in this card, in the Hermit. You're going to be very good at shining a light on problems this month. Now, this could be within your family or in a job that you work for. Could be happening at your business or in some group or club or organization you belong to. You may be really good at showing people, hey, there's missing links here. There's disjointedness. There's things that are incomplete. There's things that need to be adjusted and fixed. You're going to be very good at shining the light on those things in the month of January, and for some of you in February as well. Now, the next card in your reading is the Five of Swords, which is standing your ground, drawing a line in the sand, and standing up against any gossipers, naysayers, or detractors, or standing up for yourself, which already was mentioned in some ways in the Hermit card at one point. So when I look down, I'm like, well, your next card is already talking about that. Yeah, you're going to put practical things to good use, and you are going to be showing people your talents, your skills, your knowledge, what you're made of. That's going to be a strong theme for you. It may even be a strong theme for you for a good portion of 2024. You may have to backtrack and fix things that need to be fixed, changed, or altered. You may be backtracking and getting rid of things that are no longer necessary, especially in files on your computer. I feel like it's very computer related. I feel it's very digital, what they're talking about here. Your light is going to shine very strongly in January and February, where you are going to be a very good problem solver. And it can happen anywhere. Your job, a business you own, family, work, groups, clubs you belong to. You may also have a better understanding how to operate around people that are complex, difficult, or complicated. You may really see, like, so it could be like bosses, business owners, bosses, spouses, parents, who's ever like complex, complicated, and difficult. It's like you're going to have some light bulb moments where you're like, okay, I see the best way to handle this person or deal with them, and make things easier for yourself and kind of get the outcomes you want. You're also going to be putting out some kind of vibe or energy in January and maybe February as well, where you're going to be like, you're not going to mess with me. Don't think you're going to pull the wool over my eyes. Don't think you're going to manipulate me. Don't think you're going to fool me. Don't think you're going to order me around. Don't think that you've got, like you've got it over me. You're not going to tolerate that. That already came up in the Hermit. Your two cards here are very intertwined. What came up in the Hermit and what's coming up here in the Five of Swords are totally intertwined. And you're going to, I know Pisces really well. In my history of people, and my two sons are Pisces. So I know about Pisces. And they're usually very, a lot of times, depending on their rising sign, obviously, and moon sign, they tend to go along and be amenable. But I see you having a different stance, like kind of on your guard, not taking any crap from anybody, proving yourself. You have a different kind of energy right now. The next card you have is the Star, which is spiritual blessings, an answered wish or an answered prayer. Your spirit guides and the planets in the heavens and the divine source have heard your wishes and prayers, and they're going to give you some kind of spiritual blessing. Some of you Pisces are going to finally get a new job or a new position at where you already work, or starting a new business. But I feel like it's very work related for some of you. And anything that you need to get approved of, like approved to adopt a child, approved to get a loan, approved to get a grant, approved to join a club or a group or an organization, approved to get into a school or a training program. That all is coming up here for you in those. So like approvals to get stuff, to get into things, going to be strong in January. And I feel like you're going to make a lot of people happy, especially with the products or services that anything you create. Like if you're a creative person, if you write music, play music, write books, draw, create things, build motorcycles, build websites, whatever it is that you do, you're going to make people really happy with your creations. If you don't create something in those, like what I just mentioned, in those areas, it could be what you are doing at your job, how you're performing your job duties, your tasks, getting things done. You're going to make a lot of people, like your bosses, managers, supervisors, and higher ups, owners, business owners, very happy. So you're either making the clients and customers and patrons and the public happy, or you're making your bosses, your managers, your supervisors, and business owners happy in January. But I really feel like more than any sign, I haven't read them all yet, but more so than any sign, you have a lot of crossover, like into February. This reading feels like it goes like January, February reading for you. And if you may learn some new skill. You may have already learned it recently, or you're learning it now, and you're going to adapt it really well to your job or the business you own and start incorporating it. And it's going to be fruitful for you. Like you're going to gain more money, more clients, customers, patrons. So applying some skill you learned. You may have maybe you didn't even learn it at a school or a class online or anything. You may have learned it on your own through your own, resources that you put into it to learn something. So before I continue on to card number 4, I just want to say here, if you'd like to see what is going to come up for you in this new year of 2024, I have 2 video series you can get from Vimeo that give you psychic predictions and messages for each sign of the zodiac about this new year. So first, you could get my New Year 2024 10-card Celtic Cross Psychic Tarot reading for each sign of the zodiac. And you can also get my Psychic Crystal readings for the new year of 2024 for each sign of the zodiac. Those links are down below in the description underneath this video. You can also access these links by going to my website, the luckymermaid.com videos page. There you will see the headings of these videos. You just click on whatever zodiac sign you want, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. And if you find that my readings make sense to you here, and you're like, some people say it's like a private reading, or some messages are dead on, same thing could happen to you on Vimeo. So if you're not checking those out yet, you might want to. And when you buy those videos, you help support this channel. I do sponsor myself. I don't have outside sponsors for my channel. I sponsor my own work. So any purchase you make helps this channel. So now on to card number 4. You have the 8 of Rods, and the 8 of Rods is news coming to you swiftly, swift or sudden change. It could also be the arrows of love or possibly long distance travel. And this communication, if you have communication coming to you, it could be any form: mail, email, text messages, phone calls. It could be any type of communication, but it can mean change, and it can mean travel, and it can be sometimes the arrows of love. I feel like you're going to get communication from somebody you haven't seen or heard from for a while. I feel like they're trying to hook up with you. They want to spend time with you. Now, if this was an ex, they may want to have sex with you. Or like go out and, that could be their underlying motive. But it could be just to hang out or to catch up, because for some of you, it could be an ex. For some of you, it could be an old friend. And for some of you, it could be a relative, but I really feel it's more like somebody you dated or somebody you were in a relationship with first. Then I would say it's a friend. Then, lastly, I would say could be a relative. I feel like this is going to kind of catch you off guard. I also feel that some of you are going to be trying to figure out or focusing on where and what to make changes going on in your life. Some of you already know you want to make the changes, and you're going to be trying to figure out how to go about doing the changes. Some of you are just figuring out what changes you want to make, and then later in February or March, you'll go about changing them. Again, I get this again. I do feel that many of you Pisces are going to notice how there are going to be people that are going to be more appreciative of what you're doing. This could be the work you do, the business you own, the things you create. I feel like you're going to notice that increasing, amping up, increasing for you. You could have somebody that's kind of determined to want to change your course of direction. This could be a boss, it could be a family member, it could be a love partner. I feel like you're very willing to listen. I feel like you're very willing to hear options, opportunities, offers, suggestions, other people's ideas. I feel like you're going to be very opening to listening to all of that. I don't feel like you're right off the bat going to be like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not going there. So the last card in your reading, Pisces, for January 2024, you have the Four of Pentacles, which is the Miser card, holding on protectively to things of value. Could be money, could be other things of value. This could also be being protective and holding on protectively to your emotions even. Sometimes this can indicate that success is coming to you in the future. I feel like you're really paying attention to your finances because there's something you want to do that's going to involve your life growing, expanding, moving forward, and changing. You may be really very focused on how much money do you have in the bank? How much money do you have in investments? What's your income stream like? So it could be maybe you want to move, or you want to purchase a home, or you want to make some kind of move. Like maybe you want to move away to a whole different area or state, city, province, town, country. And you're like, well, that's costly. Like moving is costly. And, so I feel like for some of you, it's about moving. But it could also be about maybe you want to start a business. And some businesses, not all, but some, you need a lot of working capital. Not only the money to start the business, not only the funds that it takes to start it, but you have to, if you're buying any, materials, ingredients, any products you need, anything, inventory, got to buy inventory sometimes, depending on what it is. or paying rent for a space, or buying, like, technology that you need for the business. You have to have working capital. So for some of you, I feel it's about moving. For some of you, I feel it's about starting a business or starting something that's going to require you having the necessary funds. You may also be looking at how you can save more money. You may be wanting to put money in, like, a credit union or an IRA or something that could generate good interests or dividends for you. And this is going to, like, boost your ego and boost your sense of self, because you're going to feel like, I got this all handled. I'm on top of it. Like, I see you feeling like, yeah, I got this. Yeah, Right, Pisces? I feel like you're going to be happy with the decisions you make. And you're going to feel a sense of self-satisfaction. And, like, you've got it figured out. Like, you've got it handled and managed. And you know what direction you're going to go and what you want to do. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Pisces for the month of January 2024 is malachite. And malachite clears and activates the chakras and attunes to spiritual guidance. Malachite opens the heart to unconditional love, encourages risk-taking and change. It breaks unwanted ties and old patterns. Malachite teaches responsibility for your actions, thoughts, and feelings. And it also helps heal your heart chakra. It's going to help settle your energy down. If you've gone through some kind of spell of, like, wonderment and bewilderment about, like, life events and things going on around you out in the world, things happening in your own personal life, and any kind of wonderment or bewilderment, this stone is going to help, like, ground you and feel more solid and settled and not so scattered and all over the place, or not have your head too much in the ethers. This will make you feel, if you're wearing this or putting it on your third eye chakra or your throat chakra or your heart chakra, it's going to open up your heart more to be more receptive to love, loving relationships, not just coming at you, but expressing love outwardly. And it may actually help you open doors up to new people coming into your life. And these people could be, could be a love partner, but it could also be new people, like friendships as well. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you liked it, and share it with others if you feel it was worth sharing. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't. And hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And don't forget, I'm also on Rumble at the Lucky Mermaid LLC. It's all one word. That's my channel on Rumble. And you never know what's going to happen over here. So, on YouTube, anything could happen. So you might want to follow me on Rumble. So if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand pages, where I look into very specific topics using a variety of divination tools to bring you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for those topics, for each sign of the zodiac, you can access the most recently recorded video series down below in the description box Or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page. And there you can scroll through those pages and see all the video series I've recorded. You just click on whatever zodiac sign you want, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. If you want to see what's happening for you in 2024, I have 2 video series for you. My most recently recorded one is my psychic crystal readings for the new year of 2024 for each sign of the zodiac. I looked into every area of life I could think of to look at, and I did these last year. They were very popular, so I did them again this year. So you might want to check those out. And don't forget my New Year 2024 10 cards psychic tarot, my 10 card Celtic Cross psychic tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac are also available. If you got your sun, your moon, and your rising sign, you would have 30 cards of predictions and messages. If you want to get just one sign, go by what resonates for you usually here on YouTube, or get your sun and your rising sign is what I really recommend. But do whatever you can to get those messages and predictions for this new year. Also, my 2 video series I did for the 2 eclipses that happened in October. You're still being affected by those eclipses, and if you haven't checked them out yet, you might want to. Eclipse effects usually last for 6 months, but when I recorded those videos, those predictions were going out 9 months and even up to a year. So they were very powerful eclipses. The first one was on, actually it's the second one, but it happened the most recent, is the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, October 28th, 2023, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. And also my new moon solar eclipse in Libra, October 14th, 2023, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. I use the same format in both. Many people comment on those and find that they are very accurate for them, so you might want to check those out. Also, my Horseshoe Tarot 7-card spread psychic tarot readings. That's 1 year of predictions in 7 cards for each sign of the zodiac. I recorded them in August of 2023, and they go out until the end of August of 2024. Also, my career and finance psychic tarot and crystal readings for 12 to 18 months are available. I recorded them in April of 2023. Those predictions go out all the way until October of 2024. So that's a lot of predictions and messages still to come for your career and finances. And I do not think I'm going to do them anymore, or I am changing the format at the very least. So if you like the old format, you might want to get those to see what's coming up in your career and finance. If you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides, channeled through me, that you're not going to see here in a video format, you can follow me on my Facebook pages, at my Facebook page at the Lucky Mermaid LLC, and on my Instagram page at the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel. And I'm also highly active on X, formerly known as Twitter, and you can follow my tweets, I guess. Do you still call them tweets? Over there from my spirit guides messages at the Lucky Mermaid is my handle over there. And if you would like to donate to this channel and help support the readings I do here on YouTube or on Rumble, there is a donation link down below under all the videos series I have linked below, and that link for donations is connected to PayPal. Thank you so much for all your donations. It's very kind. I do appreciate it. It does mean a lot. It does help a lot. So I hope you have an absolutely wonderful month of January 2024. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.